the book. You know, if you look at how Marcus's book sold, I think everybody thought when it came out there would be a very limited, sort of very specific audience for that book. And that book kind of broke through the barriers and it became a breakout. And, you know, Marcus and I would talk about that when we would kind of, you know, sit around and wonder how the movie was going to do. And I would be not so sure. And Marcus would be like, bro, trust me. That's what Marcus would always say. Bro, trust me, there's an audience. And he was, you know, thinking about what he went through with the book. And I was actually just talking to him last night, and I asked him, I said, were you surprised, Marcus, about it? And he said, no, I knew it. You know, he knew from the reaction he'd had from the book. And, you know, that was a reaction that came from Democrats, Republicans, men, women, old, young. Something about the way he told that story broke through and just kind of knocked all those barriers down and divorced politics and ideology and all of that away from the story and allowed people to just focus on these wonderful men and this brotherhood and this love they had for each other. And I think that's why it's done so well. I just think that it's so hard for us, you know, with the news cycle that we all live in, and everybody's got their phones going nuts and they're online, and, you know, we try and focus on the fact that, you know, a news story will come up that says 5 soldiers were killed in Iraq or 3 soldiers were killed in South Afghanistan. And you know, obviously we care and we want to focus on it, but the news cycle just keeps churning, and it's hard for us to really process what that means and who those men, women were, what kind of lives they led, how they died, what it really meant for them to go and serve. It's hard for us to pay respects and acknowledge that. And what Marcus did in his book was give us an opportunity to really understand who these men were and to sit with it longer than just a quick news story. And I feel that as citizens of this country, wherever you fall on the issue of these conflicts, we owe it to these men and women to understand that when politicians decide to send young men and women into war, they're going to go. Men like Marcus Luttrell will go and they will die for us. And we need to understand that, and we need to respect that, and we need to have opinions about whether we want that to happen. If we're for it, we should support these men with everything we have. If you're not for it, okay, that's fair. Well, then you should do something about that. But if we send them, they will go, and we need to respect that.